not sure what more I can say after that wonderful presentation from the students. So when Bill asked me to speak today, he asked me to talk about the independent advantage, but I really wanted to actually connect it to the advantage of partnerships, because one of the things that OFIC really does beautifully is brings together different organizations, different sectors, in a way that supports the mission of higher education and supports economic well-being across the state. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Partners in Purpose, investing in Ohio's talent and promise. So I am just delighted to be among friends and partners, corporate leaders, university presidents, OFIC colleagues, and most importantly, the students today whose stories remind us of why we do this work. If I ever have a day in which I am immersed in activities that make me wonder why I do this work, right, I always go out and talk to students and, am so reminded of the purpose of what we do and the meaning. And it is an incredibly important purpose. And we're gathering this afternoon to in part celebrate a partnership that strengthens our state, our campuses, our communities, and that's the partnership between independent colleges, the Ohio Foundation, and the corporate and philanthropic leaders who invest in education as both a public good and a private commitment. OFIC's mission is clear: to make an independent college education accessible and affordable, and to prepare graduates who are ready to lead in every area of our society. Every year, OFIC raises millions of dollars to fund scholarships, internships, career development opportunities, but the real measure of its impact is not in dollars, it's in lives. And that's what we got to see today. And what a delight to see the lives that we impact and impact every day, and the lives that are going to go out and impact the world. And it is because somebody in this room believed in that potential and invested in the students who are now going out and transforming. Our institutions, large and small, urban and rural, combine academic excellence with personal attention, a commitment to the whole student, and a commitment to community well-being. We prepare graduates who think critically, communicate clearly, act ethically, and adapt to a changing world. In an economy transformed by technology, what endures are distinctly human skills, which you were both talking about. Your distinctly human skills of the ability to reason, to collaborate, to innovate, and to lead. And much of this is developed both in the classroom, but also in the context of work experiences, both on and off our campuses. And that's what independent colleges and universities do. So I'll talk a little bit about Muskingum, but how it also connects to other institutions. So at Muskingum University and on campuses across the state, I see results of these partnerships every day. So a student came to us from a small town in southeast Ohio, very few resources, wondering if she could succeed. A scholarship made possible through OFIC kept her enrolled, and through mentoring and some funded research opportunities that we are offering, she discovered a passion for biochemistry and is now pursuing a medical degree and wants to come back and serve the rural community in which she grew up. And you have similar stories. Every institution that's in this room, right, has those similar stories of the impact that comes because our students, and I say this to every entering student and every entering family, I promise you, I pledge as the president that your student will be known, your student will be challenged, and your student will be prepared. And that is something that, again, that I think our independent institutions do particularly well. So to the students who are with us this afternoon, as I mentioned, you're really the light of my life. You are the reason we are here. You represent the best of what happens on each of our campuses. You are our scholars, our athletes, our artists, our entrepreneurs, and you are the next generation of Ohio civic and corporate leaders. So it was so delightful to hear our alumni, Distinguished Service and Emerging Alumni Award people talk about their experience at Muskingum. So that's the power of the partnerships that are represented in this room. We have presidents, corporate leaders, OFIC colleagues, and most importantly, our students. And I want to thank every one of you for investing in Ohio's talent and in Ohio's promise. And together we are building pathways for learning, for leadership and purpose that will shape the future for generations to come. Thank you for being part of this absolutely wonderful work.